Walter, I'm in London. I did an event last night with Michael Schellenberger and Russell Brand on stage that was cool. Like a little bit high school awkward, but very cool. A lot of people there. Stella Assange ended up on stage at one point. There were some other very interesting people in the crowd. A lot of people from the sort of, I guess you would call it the international free speech movement, and heard a lot of horror stories suggesting that this thing that we've been whining about in the United States is everywhere and has dimensions to it that freaked even me out to hear. So that was very interesting. But that's why I'm not in my usual decor today. I'm in a hotel room in London,
Well, what
so
are what
apologies
are
for
these
that.
freaky dimensions? I want to know. What are the freaky dimensions?
You know the stories that have been suppressed in Italy. There was I talked to a reporter today who had a pretty big story about emails from the government involving their attitude toward COVID when it came out, and they published them, and it was not picked up by anybody. It was the same kind of omerta that we went, that we went through with the Twitter files, where there was just total unanimity that, these things weren't going to be covered. But also just things that in Germany that they're having these things that are basically uh, sort of reporting hubs where you can turn people in. Technically, it's for violations of anti-feminism, um, but you can just sort of call up your local police officer and have them and rat somebody out for having said something, and that will go on your record. Here in England, they have something they call the non-criminal uh, thought offense, I think is what they call it. And you can be visited by a police officer who will check your thinking on this and that issue. So there's all kinds of stuff. I'll write it up. I'm gonna put it all together, but it was pretty weird. Yeah, I have
They
to say.
actually call them thought offenses. The people who brought us
Yeah,
Orwell
yeah,
are bring,
exactly.
huh?